All right, so here's the deal. We have a drain that smells all the time. Always an odor coming out of here, and the water doesn't drain very well. What happens is when there's some water in the sink, and then you try to release it, it doesn't really go down as easily as it should. So something's not right here. All right, let's see what happens here. There, see, that water just is not flowing the way it should. That should go right down. Let's take a look underneath here and see if we can see what the issue is. This is all flat. There's no fall. This is so flat that there's debris that's just building up in here, and then that can be a little stinky. I mean, even if you have water in the trap, this can just get all musty and smelly. And they've put an extension on the tailpiece. This is called the tailpiece, this here. And it's important to have these the right length so that this can come up and have some fall going this way towards that drain pipe in the wall. Put a level on that. And look at that. It's kind of going uphill a little bit. These plastic drain pipes are usually easy enough to get apart. Need some buckets to catch water. And maybe a couple of rags ready. And we'll see what we got going on here. Yep, see, helps to have one of these. That way you don't have to waste a hand on a flashlight. Yeah, that's loose enough. That's easy. Here we go. That comes apart easy. Ooh, yeah. Look at the gunky in there. That's just sediment built up. Ooh. Okay, clean that all out. Let's take this off of here. Yeah, the P-trap's actually not too bad with gunk, but we'll clean that out. Oh, I can smell it now. Whew, stinky. Yeah, somehow that odor then is just carrying back up into the sink. Yeah, see, that's pretty gooky in there too. Clean all those out. And see, we'll even take apart this tailpiece. Yeah. Clean everything. Ugh, look at that. Yucky. Stinky. All right. This is actually an overflow for the sink, but it also vents air up out of the drain pipe that way, even if the drain is closed. So smell would come up and go through there, even if you close that drain. And then, you know, that's just going to keep making the place stink. See, that comes up to this little thing here. This is an overflow. In case the sink gets too full, the water keeps running. It's supposed to flow down here and bypass and get out. So we got to clean all that out. I'm going to clean that sink overflow just with this little, it's like a drain cleaning tool. And we just run it through there a bit. Yep, see, there's gunk in there. I can go this way too a little bit. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Noisy, noisy. All right. The way we clean all these things is with bottle brushes. And we just have to kind of run that through everything. This comes apart. These pop spouts been pretty. Oh, look at all that good stuff on there. Hair. That's got to get cleaned off of there. Yeah, get this all cleaned out and the water's going to flow much better through this whole thing. Yeah. Good stiff bottle brush. There we go. It's easy enough to do. And this just threads back together. Like that. Might as well clean all these gaskets while we're at it. It's a good idea to always inspect your washers. See if there's any cracks or splits. Even though it's not leaking, doesn't mean that you might have a bad washer, and you hate to leave a job and then just have it start to leak a few days later. Oh yeah. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So stinky. It's like a 1/4 inch of sediment in that. Yuck. Oh yeah, look at all the debris in there. Ooh, I think this is the smelly one. Now that's interesting. There's a little piece of plastic edge there. We might just want to cut that off because that could interfere and catch stuff. If you have any like rough edges on here, that catches debris and causes that stuff to get stuck and settle. So you want to be sure when you cut pipe, whether it's metal or plastic, drain pipe, you smooth all the edges. And you check all the faces of these, because if there's any nicks or scratches in that, that could cause this not to seal when we put it back together. This all looks pretty good. And see, again, that cone-shaped washer will seat right against there, so those have to be nice and clean mating surfaces. And then all right, I think we can go put this all back together. We have to clean this really well so we can seat that stopper back into the opening here. Okay. The sink, drain, and tailpiece go in that way. And then the washer and nut go up underneath here and snug it all together. Let's see, washer first. Okay, that's all that's required there. Let's see, how are we going to do this other part? Oh boy. Go spelunking. Okay, get that one hooked up. This bucket out of the way. This should assemble and be a little higher than that direction there. What I got to do is lengthen that just enough, though. This has to be up about that high so that this is going downhill. If it was down where they had it, down here, that's too flat and sediment's going to build up in there. So I've got this nifty slicer that is made for cutting plastic pipe. It works very easily because it ratchets down and cuts. On this drain pipe, you have to kind of twist the pipe as you go a little bit to get it to go through. And that's it. Okay, now let's see if we can put this all together. There we go, we've got a whole bubble. Yeah, so that's going downhill now. That's good. So that'll drain much better. We'll get a little water to go down this overflow that we cleaned out. Wash all the loose gunk out of there. Yeah, the water's going right down that pipe. Not backing up at all now. Actually, what I'll do, I'll let this fill up quite a way so that it goes through that overflow for a bit and washes out that overflow pipe. That's good. That'll wash that clean. All right. Here we go. Oh, hear that? That's flowing great. Look at that go down. Perfect. We did it. Yay.